renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22. Swift to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And right away, he lost the football. And a Seahawks. And now the rookie's free. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. The guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point open through Von Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Isaiah Rodgers. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this one away. Touchdown, Seahawks.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the advantage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about the Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That will be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up the 1st down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Eagles are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
They'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Seahawks had 8 and 5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
There he goes left side.
He may go. 18th rushing touchdown of the year.
The Seahawks are going to take the lead. We are ready to rock.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't offenses, and typically, one guy makes a big play that can help change things.
We're looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now it's Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. That's Keely Ringo who was there in on the stop. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And Hurts going to move him around. On 2nd down, Swift. And a lane slow and materializing there as he gets maybe a yard up to the 45.
Early down steps to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority 1.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
as the punter man as he boots this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Walker now at 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 107 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. On 1st and 10, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead cut down to 9.
Makes the score Seahawks 30, Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Second down. Here's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here comes third and about a foot. They'll try and run here with Swift. Fights off the defender. And down inside the 15 he goes. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Swift into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. This one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
31-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on third down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Walker once more, and this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, it's Walker. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Option play, they'll give to Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Hurts.
he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend it on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. It surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Complete. Smith has it. Now this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.